All right, you're out shopping for a Hellcat. Let me see if I can help you pick one. All right, guys, it's been a minute. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. We are about to hit 15,000 subscribers this month, so I just wanted to thank you for that. If you're here and you're not part of that 15, why don't you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Let's get into the video. Before we get into the shooting, I wanted to send a big thank you out to Springfield. They were nice enough to send us all these Hellcats that we're gonna be showing you today. We have 5 that we're gonna run through. We're gonna run through them real quick. If you guys have been here or if you're new here, I have in-depth videos on all of these Hellcats on my channel, so we're not gonna dive super deep into them. I'm just gonna try to run through them real quick and show you the options that each one comes with so you can make an informed decision when it comes to buying a pistol. Today we're gonna be talking about 5 different Hellcats. So we have the Hellcat, the original, the Hellcat RDP, the Hellcat Pro, and then I also have the Hellcat Pro with a safety and the Hellcat Pro with a threaded barrel. So what I'm gonna do quick is I'm gonna take some shots with the threaded barrel. We're gonna knock this one out just because the Hellcat Pro is gonna be the same along the line, and really the only reason you're gonna buy the one with the threaded barrel is because you wanna add a comp or a suppressor. So we'll just take some shots with this quick, and then we'll talk about it more when we just talk about the original Hellcat Pro. When I got the original Hellcat Pro, Springfield sent this black point holster with it. Threaded barrel fits in it perfectly. Let's take some shots with this one. Obviously, if you're carrying a threaded barrel, chances are you have a suppressor and you're gonna be running it. You might be adding some kind of aftermarket comp. But for the most part, if you're looking for a handgun and you're not doing one of those two things, chances are you're just gonna get a regular barrel. But we'll take some reps here with the Hellcat Pro threaded barrel. So it's 15+1 capacity, just like all the other Hellcat Pros. Comes with the UDOT sights, well appointed, texturing, stippling, and a pretty good trigger for a stock gun. Hellcat Pro fits in your hand, 15+1, smaller than a Glock 19. Big fan. I know that this is messed up. I went in my bag today and this was broken, but it still works. So hey, check your gear. Another Hellcat Pro that Springfield offers is the Hellcat Pro with a safety. Again, I put a poll out on Instagram and everyone that wanted a safety said it's just an extra layer of protection. So maybe you're newer to shooting, newer to carrying, and you just want that extra layer of safety. Obviously all striker fired pistols nowadays are coming with safeties that are internal to the gun but not external. So this one has the external safety. The one thing I will say from my personal opinion with a safety is the safety should be able to come off in your one-handed draw stroke. So if you're not able to move the safety when you're drawing single-handed, that's not the gun for you. So a lot of smaller guns, sometimes like the M&P Shield, the safety is very like into the frame and it's very hard to actuate in your draw stroke. So you either have to have another hand on the gun or you have to be able to like kind of get your thumb up. I think when you're drawing that pistol out, that safety should be able to come off with your draw stroke. So I'll show you that. We got safety on. We'll take some reps here. So again, when I go to draw, I'm going thumb over the slide instead of thumb behind the slide. It just helps me be able to draw that. And then with that, I'm able to roll my hand off the gun and hit that safety as I'm coming out to presentation. So it's gonna look like this without firing. Thumb over, safety's off now, and I'm up. So the draw stroke doesn't change whether there's a safety on my pistol or not, just because if I am carrying a safety, which I don't, but if I had to, it's gonna come off with my draw stroke. So here we go, live round, safety's on, we're just gonna take a shot. So that safety just comes off naturally, and that's how it should be, because that's the last thing you wanna be thinking about when you're drawing is my safety on or off. You just know that with your natural draw, that safety is gonna come off every time. And then sometimes I can get back on with my thumb up, but if I gotta use my other hand, when the safety comes back on, I'm not really worried about it being fluent. It's just something that you can put into your daily practice. I really love the Hellcat Pro. Fits in your hand perfectly. Stock with stippling, good trigger, good sights. I like this gun. All right, let's say you're here looking at the original Hellcat. Smaller in size. This is a QVO tactical holster, works great for it. If you watch this video and you're here because of it when I made it back in the day, this is one of my first videos, first pistols that Springfield sent me. So what I love about this gun is the size. What I dislike about this gun is also kind of the size, just because I can't get that last finger on, and this is a snappier pistol. So that's my gripe with it. But when it comes to size and capacity, this one's pretty hard to beat. 11+1. If you're interested in this size of pistol, I have a video comparing the 365 to the Glock 43 and this. So if you're looking at a little bit smaller ones, I have a video that'll help you out there if you want to get a more in-depth view of this size pistol. What I like about the Springfield line is they're going to come with the stippling, the U-dot sights, so everything's going to be pretty comparable between guns, whether you go bigger, smaller, comped, threaded, safety, all that stuff. So you're going to be, if you're moving along the guns, they all kind of feel the same, even though they just fit in your hand a little bit differently. I believe they just changed there's like groove texture on this trigger. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but with some of the newer guns, they just eliminate the groove texture. And I think they might have worked with the trigger a little bit, but don't quote me on that. So let's shoot this one and see how it goes. The original Hellcat from concealment. So you're definitely going to feel the snap of this one more so than you will with the RDP because it's comped, and the Hellcat Pro just because you have more grip on it. This does come with a magazine that has the little extension on it that you're going to be able to then mount your pinky. But if I'm carrying a gun, a Glock 43, a Hellcat like this, it's because I'm carrying it deeper concealed because I don't want anyone to see it, or maybe I'm carrying somewhere where I'm not supposed to. So it's something you want it to be concealed. So when I'm carrying those kind of guns, I don't want that the grip to be extended because that tends to be what prints on me. So a lot of times when I'm looking at these guns, I'm looking at how they conceal and how they shoot with the flat magazine put in. And really it's not that bad snap wise, and it's more so snappier because I just can't get mounted on it. But I really do enjoy this gun. The only reason I carry a Glock 43 with like sweatpants and like athletic shorts, because this is too heavy. So when I'm just putting it on my waistband without a belt and stuff like that, it tends to like want to pull the pants down, where the Glock 43, because it's only 6+1, is a little bit lighter. Like, yeah, I'd love to have the capacity, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't work. Hellcat RDP. This is a crazy looking gun, but I actually really enjoy it. This one has the dot on it. The Hellcat Pros, they came with the dot ready, and so you can either have the Hex Wasp from Springfield or put other dots so that it comes milled and ready to take that kind of furniture. Then I like with this, I'm not going to show you it too much, but you can just push this button here and twist the comp off. So if you've dealt with comp before, a lot of times you're like blue Loctiting them down and stuff. This one's just a button and twist, which I like that a lot. So let's take some reps with this here. Again, QVO tactical holster. Love QVO. Roger. QVO YouTube. Just enjoy what QVO is doing, so we're going to take it out of this. And then I just wanted to show you this quick. This is the magazine you can use for the RDP or for the original Hellcat. This is the extension on it, so you're going to get more capacity and a little more hand placement. So we'll shoot with this today. Just wanted to show you guys this real quick. So this is the original Hellcat. This is the extended base plate. So this is 11 round magazine, so you're still going to be able to plan it on it, no capacity added. And then this is the 15 round magazine with the, I don't know, like sheath extender thing. So this is still going to flush up, give you more grip on there and more capacity if you wanted to kind of like Glock 43X your Hellcat. Okay, here we go. So this is basically the original Hellcat with an extended magazine and a comp. So it's going to be more of the Hellcat Pro size, but you're going to get you know, capacity in the compensator. So if you're into that, I mean, who wouldn't be into a compensated gun? Let's take some reps. It's much more planted. So it's Hellcat size, especially if you were to drop that out and put the stock magazine in, but it's It's more planted, less recoil, obviously because of the compensator. If you don't know what a compensator is, it's basically just taking some of those gases and pushing them up as the bullet's leaving the barrel to bring that muzzle down. So you just don't have that muzzle flip that you have with that Hellcat. In my experience with compensators, they tend to hurt the function of the gun, but I have had no problems with the RDP so far. It's like one of those guns, because of that comp, you could just like fill that mag up and you just want to run it because it just stays so planted. So I don't know where this one would fall in with what someone's looking for. So maybe you want the Hellcat size, especially if you put that flat mag on, and then it's just going to help you with that compensation. You're not going to have as much flip. Obviously you're going to have a little bit more barrel in your pants or compensator in your pants, but overall it's a pretty sick looking gun. I think you can see that trigger now too. This is the smooth face versus the channels. You barely feel it. Now this is the original Hellcat Pro. I like this gun a lot. 15+1 capacity, a little bit smaller grip gun in general than a Glock 19. Now I carry a Glock 19, so obviously I'm still leaning towards the Glock 19, but this is a great starter pistol because it's going to be fit well in your hand. You know, whether you're new to shooting or you've shot a lot, it comes well appointed with the texturing, the trigger, the sights. It has the it's already milled for a dot, so if you want to put a dot on, and it's an affordable gun. So I've been a big fan of this gun for a while. It's a gun I do carry sometimes, and we're just going to take some reps with this. And then we'll do a little wrap up, and thank you guys for being here. This gun just stays planted in your hand. That the texturing that Springfield does stock helps you just feel mounted. It's Michigan right now, it's probably 80 something degrees, it's hot, my hands are sweating, and I just feel confident that I'm gonna stay on this gun and my grip's gonna stay where I want it to be if I ran a longer sequence of shots. And it conceals well. Obviously, you know, I'm just in a regular shirt, summer shirt, and all these guns, the whole Hellcat line, they conceal very well. I like the trigger on these guns. See if I can send you, I'm gonna empty this out. So take up, I wish that was a little quicker, but besides that, that brake is pretty crisp. Reset, audible, tactile. It's just a nice stock trigger. I mean, obviously, if you've run aftermarket and stuff like that before, it's gonna leave you wanting, but as far as the stock gun, you're gonna enjoy it. You're at the shop, you're looking for a Hellcat. Which one are you buying? I think that's really gonna come down to preference, because I think the Hellcat, the original, the smaller, and the RDP are gonna be a smaller, subcompact gun for people carrying. I don't think that those are a gun that I would push someone towards for a first gun, just because of the size and the snappier nature, especially of the Hellcat. And then the Hellcat Pro is going to be a great starter pistol in my opinion. 15+1, 9mm. You're gonna be able to plant your hand on it. It's gonna be a good gun for you to start out with. And then for me personally, the Hellcat is serving a function of deep concealment in environments where I'm not supposed to be concealed, and I know it's going to stay concealed for me, where the Hellcat Pro is gonna be like a daily carry. I'm not really worried about the print too much. I know it's gonna print a little bit, chances are, if I'm wearing like a tighter tee, and it's just a full-size gun for me to carry. So I enjoy the fact that I have the whole lineup and I can kind of fit them to the outfit and in the environment I need it to be. And whatever gun you pick, whether it's a Springfield or any other gun, just train with it. Train with it. Know how to draw it, how it's going to react, when it malfunctions, how to fix it. Training is paramount. The gun isn't so much important, especially in this day and age. So pick a gun, train with it hard, and be confident in your skill set, because at the end of the day, the pistol is just a tool, and it's up to you at how proficient you are with it. So thank you guys for joining me. Hope this kind of helped you lean in each direction. And again, I have videos up of all these guns more in depth if you want to see that. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. I answer all comments on the day that they're left. So thanks again. We'll see you next time.